What's up, guys? We're back. I get to say that this time because it's episode 2 now. So, FlashCast, I guess we're doing this again. You know, it's that one YouTube channel where some random dude sits in his closet and yaps to himself for a long time. I guess that's what we're doing again. But got some pretty exciting things to talk about. Got some Bible study. Got some story time. That's pretty much all I got planned. Not a whole lot going on. Just a little talking here, a little talking there, a little talking all around the wares. But we got something new, something highly requested by the fans. You know, something everyone's like, Jonah, man, you gotta do this. I really want to see this on the next episode. You know, everyone's like, do it, man. So I'm gonna do it, man. And you know what that is? It's dinner review. That's true. It's like 11 o'clock now. I'm having dinner and I'm gonna review it in front of you guys. I'm gonna tell you if it's pretty good and or if it's, you know, not so good. Got some really good and you know, unique dishes we're gonna like talk about, and I'm gonna like sample because it's my dinner and I'm gonna eat it so I don't die or pass out later. First off, we've got some orange Jello made from a mix by I don't know who made this, a family member today. So we're gonna sample this, and I'm gonna probably rate it out of 4, and I'm gonna let you know if it's, you know, good or not. Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's like a 3.86297 out of 4. So you know it's pretty good. Big Jello guy, one of my favorite main courses in a dinner, like Jello. What else we got over here? Oh yeah, we got leftover Kraft mac and cheese. One of the best foods to ever be invented by a person. You know, a staple of my diet, and I'm sure a staple of yours. Give this guy a taste real quick. That's kind of dry, actually. I think whoever made this for their dinner today didn't do so good, so we probably won't eat that. What else we got? Oh, this is good. We got some grapes. You know, those fruits that grow on them weird stems, and people be eating them. How do you think they first started eating grapes? That's like weird to think about. Like bananas too. You think some dude was just like chilling somewhere and he saw like a banana tree and he was like, "Look, them little things hanging down from that tree. I think I'm gonna pick them and I'm gonna peel them and then I'm gonna eat the inside of the peel." Like what, dude? Some guy was like, "Look, them vines. I'm gonna eat those little fruit dudes hanging on them vines." And that's how we got grapes. Dude like ate one. He was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, this is like the best thing ever." And then he ran to his little like medieval town or whatever. And he was like, "Dude, grapes. That's what I'm gonna call these fruits that grow on these vines. We're gonna make like alcoholic beverages out of them and make tons of money." And everybody was like, "Man, you right. Man, you right. We gonna take them grapes and they're gonna be a food now." And he forgot to trademark it or patent grapes or something, and now everyone can have them. I guess that's how it goes. These are good grapes too. And we got one last thing. The most important part of any meal, you know, it's gotta be the beverage. And beverages are very important to me. I like drinking things while I'm eating food. I've got my favorite drink and the entire world here with me today. I'm sure it's everyone else's favorite. It's objectively the best thing to ever drink. You know, it's white milk. Straight from cow. 'Cause like, how the frig you milk like an almond? Love milk, dude. That's like the best thing ever. I guess that's my dinner. It's a dinner review. I guess I'll. I wasn't rating it, was I? I guess I forgot. What was I rating out of? 6? That sounds right. I'll give the mac and cheese like a 4 out of 6. So it's it's okay, kind of dry. Grapes I'll give like a 5 out of 6. The milk, it's like a 30 out of 6, dude. The milk is the best thing ever, man. I would die if milk did not exist in the world, because I would not drink anything, because that's all I drink. Which is kind of weird, and you guys are like, that's kind of weird, dude. But hear me out. It's got like calcium in it. Calcium like builds bones and stuff. And I don't want any of them squishy bones, I don't want those soft bones. I want those strong bones. I want those tough bones that can like carry me when I like walk around places and like do stuff. What else did I have planned? Oh yes, we're gonna run a little story time about some stuff going on in my life today. So I was at work today, and I was doing a little dancing action, because we had some banging tunes playing on the stereo, and I was getting judged, man. In my judgment-free kitchen, I was getting judged for busting some moves. And then one of my coworkers, he looks over at me and he's like, "Jonah?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You look like one who jams." And I'm like, "What does that mean? What does one who jams mean? What does it mean to look like that? Does that mean I look like a dancer?" I'm not a dancer. I don't be on that TikTok, Be on that YouTube, man. Like talking about random stuff in my closet for the like 6 people who watch. Shout out you guys. Shout out subscribers. Like and subscribe down below, guys. Gonna make millions on here, dude. But if not, that's why I'm going into ministry. Gotta get that money, man. But anyway, I was also working today, and some lady comes in, and she orders herself a lot of complicated stuff, and then she comes inside, because she ordered in the drive-thru, and she comes inside, and she's like, "I want all of the things that you have already made for my order to be made differently," because we hadn't like given it to her yet. She's like, "I want it to be made differently." So we're like, "Okay," and we make it differently. And then we come back, and she's like, "Some sauce spilled on my chicken tenders." This was after we had ran the order to her. And she's like, "I need a new order right now." And I'm like, "Girl, you ordered that sauce with your chicken tenders. Are you like so particular with your dippage amounts?" I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't track. But we gave her some more chicken tenders, and before I ran that order, I ran a different one. Well, that lady was sitting out in front of the place where we run the orders. I ran a different one to a different guy who was also sitting out there. He ordered something, and I take it out to him, and the chicken tender lady is like, "Right here," and I'm like, "No." So it's pretty exciting story. It's stupid. No, we were all crashing out. I got told my crash out was just like I crashed out in the same way as someone else who was working today, which was strange. It was odd to think about. But I didn't want to work today. But I had to. Because it might be a requirement that we have to like work a Sunday every month. I don't know. I don't like doing it. It's weird. It feels weird to like work on Sundays when it's supposed to be like day of rest. You know what I mean? But I did it. I showed up. I think I had... Oh. Yeah, I guess that's story time. Unless I think of something else exciting that happened. I feel like I had some, but I didn't. It's probably just me being stupid. Um. Oh well. Here's something exciting that I'm sure you guys want. Um, I went out there. I talked to people and I gathered some information, some stats, if you will. And I talked to lots of smart and intellectual people. I surveyed a few colleges, like Harvard and Yale, and I figured out top 10 words in the English language. This is the objective list. This is not just my list. This is a list of like everyone in the world. It's all of them, okay? I polled people, took a couple of surveys, asked absolutely everyone I knew, went through my whole contacts, and I was like, top 10 words. Then I compiled the most listed ones in a list. So now we have the real list of top 10 words. So for starters, in number 10 we got y'all. Guys, y'all is a great word. One of my favorite words to say, especially in the phrase all y'alls. You'd be like, what are all y'alls doing over there? All y'alls want to come, play some frisbee golf? I did that today. Shot what did I shoot? 6 under par, playing par 3s at Morse after church today. I think so. Yeah, that was pretty good. But y'all, that's it's the 10th best word in the English language, according to everyone that I talked to, and everyone in fact just listed this exact list to me. But number 9 is Kleenex. It's like that Kleenex. It's like that bland. It's like that brand of little paper fellas that you like blow your nose with. Yeah, that's what Kleenexes are. It's a really useful word when you want to say something like, "Pass me that Kleenex," or "I used a Kleenex to blow the little snot fellas out of my nose into the Kleenex." So there you go. Number 9 on the list of top 10 words, Kleenex. Number 8, groovy. Groovy's a great word. One of the best ones ever to be said. It fell off a little bit recently. I don't know how. I don't know how that happened. Back in the 60s and 70s, everybody was like, "That's groovy, bro. That groovy, chief. That's groovy, man." And it was like the big thing, the word to be saying was groovy. But for some strange reason that I can't comprehend, we've stopped using groovy. But I have decided that I myself will bring the word groovy back into popularity, back into the public eye, as it is objectively the 8th best word in the English language. Number 7, foliage. It's a great word. It's like you can look through it's a good it's like groups of trees, like dense foliage is there's like densely packed trees. It's like hard to see. It's just a great, incredibly useful word to be using. Really like foliage, but not just me really likes foliage. Everyone else likes foliage. The word. What number are we on? That was 7. The 6th best word, aardvark. It's a good fun word to just say. You'd be like, aardvark. It's an animal. I feel like it's probably a mammal. It's got like that long nose kind of thing, kind of anteater-esque, but it's not an anteater. Because anteaters are aardvark-esque. Because aardvark, it's just an incredible word. What could be better? After aardvark, we have Velcro. Velcro is another great word, another great brand word. You know, it's those little things that are like all hooked and like hooked. They like hook together, and you can like Velcro your shoes or like your shirt or like anything really. Velcro does absolutely everything. It's a useful word. You can be like, "Give me the Velcro. Pass me the Velcro. Got Velcro?" It's just an incredible word with so many uses in casual conversations. Another great word, belfry. One of the best sounding words, I think, to ever be in existence. Belfry, it's just unmatched by other words in its capacity, right? Other words in its little zone of belfry-like words is just as amazing. I say belfry at least like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times a day. Really, if you don't, you've an underdeveloped vocabulary, man. Belfry is just it's so useful. But of course, the third best word in the entire world, pompous. Love the word pompous. Don't love to be called pompous. Pompous is when you think you're really full of yourself. But it's good. There's so many applications for pompous. Like, that dude's pompous. That's a pompous dude right there. Quit being so pompous, man. Ugh, love pompous. Was number 1 for a while, actually, until until a few of other people suggested the top 2, and they passed pompous on the list. But of course, the second best word in the entire English language is lotion. It's that stuff you like rub on your hands so they get all nice and soft. It feels fun to say. The word lotion does. It's just. Have you ever? I don't know about you guys, but I say lotion at least 3 or 4 times a week. It's just lotion. It's a good word. It feels fun in the mouth, and it's fun to say. I think it's a good spot for second place. It's a good word. But of course, the best word in the entire language, objectively, by everyone in the group of people that I polled, so we speak for the whole world. The best word ever is moist. That's moist, bro. Enough said. What could be better? Nothing. What could be worse? Absolutely everything, dude. It's a great word. I'd say it at least every day, maybe a little less. It's not an application word. It's a fun sounding word. Now that we're done listing the best words in the English language, I think we're gonna move on to something else, something a little more serious. We're gonna do a little Bible study. Actually, we're gonna read James chapter 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this real quick, then I'm gonna explain some of what's going down, some of what James is talking about here. Okay, guys. Chapter 5 in James, verse 1. Now listen, you rich people, weep and wail because of the misery that is coming on you. Your wealth has rotted, and moths have eaten your clothes. Your gold and silver are corroded. Their corrosion will testify against you and eat your flesh like fire. Dang. You have hoarded wealth in the last days. Look, the wages you failed to pay the workers who mowed your fields are crying out against you. The cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord Almighty. You have lived on earth in luxury and self-indulgence. You have fattened yourselves in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and murdered the innocent one who was not opposing you. This is a warning here to rich people, but not just to rich people. people who put their trust and their confidence in things that aren't God. Like here it says, wealth, gold, and silver. All these rich people that James is talking about are putting their they're staking everything on like their worldly possessions, and they're all self-centered. They've based their entire lives around themselves and not serving others. Like it says here, you have lived on earth in luxury and self-indulgence. You have found yourselves in the day of slaughter. In verse 5, it's a warning against being too self-centered and self-engrossed. Gross is a good word. How'd that not make the list? But, continuing in verse 7, be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. You too, be patient and stand firm, because the Lord's coming is near. Don't grumble against one another, brothers and sisters, or you will be judged, and the judge is standing at the door. What this is saying is we gotta wait and we gotta be patient because Jesus is coming soon. It says the judge is waiting, is standing at the door, speaking about Jesus. He's right there. He's so close to coming back, guys. It says somewhere, we're living in the end days, y'all. You know what I mean? After Jesus risen up to heaven, as not that long before he comes back down. In verse 10. Brothers and sisters, as an example of patience in the face of suffering, take the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord. As you know, we count as blessed those who have persevered. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. Above all, my brothers and sisters, do not swear, not by heaven or by earth or by anything else. All you need to say is a simple yes or no. Otherwise, you will be condemned. This is talking about trustworthiness. It's about, it's like, let your yes be yes, your no be no. You shouldn't have to be like, I swear on everything that exists that I'm going to do that. You should be able to say, yeah, I'm going to do that. And you should have good credit with people without having to be like, I'm on this and on that. You should be able to say, yeah. And people will trust that. Okay, he's going to do that. He's got that. Trust is a big thing. Is anyone among you in trouble? Let them pray. Is anyone happy? Let them sing songs of praise. Is anyone among you sick? Let them call the elders of the church to pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of the Lord. I like this. This is like, in every circumstance, whether you're in trouble, whether you're happy, or whether you're sick, and whatever's going on with you, you should still be praying. Even if you're happy, you're like, oh, I'm feeling good. I don't need to talk to Jesus. Man, you do. Right here. Like, rejoice, bro. Sing songs of praise. Thank God for, like, giving you everything and making you happy, dude. Verse 15. And the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise them up. If they have sinned, they will be forgiven. Therefore, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Dude, James be like, yo, prayer important. And I completely agree with him, dude. A prayer offered in faith can make a sick person well, and it can make a sinner forgiven, but the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. I like this verse right here. I guess verse 17. We'll move on. Elijah was a human being, even as we are. He prayed earnestly that it would not rain, and it did not rain on the land for 3.5 years. There we go. There's first James says, hey, this is if you pray, God will make stuff happen. If you pray to him, he hears you and he's listening. And right after saying that, he's like, I know y'all not be trusted, so here's an example. Elijah prayed, and he prayed for no rain, and there was no rain. And continuing again. Again he prayed, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth produced crops. Elijah prayed to God, and God heard him. And he granted his prayer. He listened. It didn't rain when Elijah prayed for not rain, and it did rain when he prayed for not rain. He's giving us proof right here. Like, I told you all this, but here's an example of where it happened before, which is really cool. He's not just saying, hey, y'all should do this without like, hey, it's already happened. You can look back and see it. And Elijah's cool. Dude got like charioted of fire and stuff. That's a good way to go, man. If I get charioted of fire, I'll be a happy guy. I'll be a happy guy otherwise, but I think pretty cool. My brothers and sisters, if one of you should wander from the truth, and someone should bring that person back, remember this: whoever turns a sinner from the error of their way will save them from death and cover over a multitude of sins. God's like, hey, get out there, guys. Share the gospel. You know? Because it changes everything in a good way, Loki. Well, it's kind of late, 11:30 and all that. This podcast gonna be a little bit shorter than the last one because I gotta go to sleep. Because I gotta volunteer to VBS tomorrow, teaching that 3rd grade class. It's gonna be cool. I like those 3rd graders. Well, that's FlashCast 2, guys. There you go. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll try and be back next week, unless I choose not to, because I think this one sucked or got a bad response about it. We'll see. Bye, guys.